Well begun is half done. A good beginning almost assures success. Students who prepare early for exams exemplify the idea that well begun is half done. Before drafting an article, she brainstormed key ideas, believing well begun is half done. Read between the lines. To look for the real meaning of something. Academic texts require critical analysis, urging students to read between the lines. Effective communication entails reading between the lines of complex discussions. So far so good. Things have been successful up to now. The research is progressing smoothly, so far so good, but challenges may arise later. The experiment has yielded expected results, and so far so good with our hypothesis. Better late than never. Better to arrive late than not to come at all. He joined the discussion late, but contributed valuable ideas. Better late than never. Delayed healthcare improvements demonstrate the principle of better late than never. Make a long story short. Indicate that you are providing just the basic facts. To make a long story short, economic instability results from poor financial planning. To make a long story short, the company collapsed due to poor financial management. No pain, no gain. You have to work for what you want. Achieving academic excellence requires perseverance because no pain, no gain. Competitive industries demand hard work, reinforcing the belief in no pain, no gain. Look before you leap. Think carefully before taking any action. Students choosing careers must evaluate options carefully and look before they leap. Strategic decision-making in corporations highlights the need to look before they leap. Once in a blue moon refers to something extremely rare in occurrence. Major economic reforms take place once in a blue moon due to political constraints. Opportunities for diplomatic reconciliation arise once in a blue moon in geopolitics. A storm in a teacup. A lot of trouble about something unimportant. The public's concern about the environmental policy was initially a storm in a teacup. The controversy over minor curriculum changes turned out to be a storm in a teacup. Through thick and thin. Under all circumstances, no matter how difficult. Strong diplomatic alliances endure through thick and thin, despite political shifts. Research institutions must secure funding to support studies through thick and thin. Caught red-handed. Apprehend someone in the course of wrongdoing. The journalist caught the company red-handed, dumping toxic waste into the river. The student was caught red-handed plagiarizing content from an academic journal. Go the extra mile. Make a special effort to achieve something. Healthcare professionals go the extra mile to provide exceptional care to patients. Skilled negotiators go the extra mile to secure mutually beneficial trade agreements. It's not rocket science. It's not as difficult as you might think. Leading a healthy lifestyle is not rocket science, but demands consistency and effort. Achieving work-life balance is not rocket science, but necessitates strategic planning. By leaps and bounds. Something is improving or increasing quickly. Scientific discoveries have evolved by leaps and bounds, with better research funding. The city's infrastructure has expanded by leaps and bounds, due to rapid urbanization. On the go. In constant activity, very busy. Modern professionals often work on the go, relying on digital devices for efficiency. Smart technology enables seamless communication for individuals always on the go. Burn the midnight oil. To work late into the night. Corporate employees frequently burn the midnight oil to complete urgent reports. Despite burning the midnight oil, the project failed to meet the expected standards. Hit the nail on the head. To say or do exactly the right thing. The report's conclusion hit the nail on the head by addressing key policy challenges. The author's argument on social justice issues hits the nail on the head in her book. Bite the bullet. To endure something difficult or unpleasant. Nations should bite the bullet and invest in renewable energy despite high costs. The government must bite the bullet and implement strict environmental policies. Around the clock. Continuing without pause or interruption. Surveillance cameras operate around the clock to enhance security in urban areas. News agencies report breaking events around the clock to keep the public informed. In no time. It happens almost immediately or very quickly. With practice, non-native speakers can develop strong English proficiency in no time. By adopting renewable energy sources, the city reduced its carbon footprint in no time. Speak of the devil. When someone appears right after being mentioned. Speak of the devil, the CEO walked into the meeting right as we mentioned his name. We were reviewing the author's latest research when, speak of the devil, he called us. On the same page. In agreement or understanding with others. Employees performed better when management ensured they were on the same page. Successful negotiations occur when both parties are on the same page about the terms. In the long run. Over a long period of time. Investing in education benefits individuals and societies significantly in the long run. Strict environmental regulations protect biodiversity and ecosystems in the long run. Barking up the wrong tree. To pursue the wrong course of action. Many critics are barking up the wrong tree, mistaking the cause of the economic crisis. If policymakers focus only on short-term solutions, they are barking up the wrong tree. A blessing in disguise. An apparent trouble that finally has good results. Failing the exam was a blessing in disguise, motivating me to study more diligently. The unexpected storm was a blessing in disguise, giving us time to prepare thoroughly. Sit on the fence. Wait before you choose between two possibilities. Academics must take a stance, as sitting on the fence weakens research arguments. In business, sitting on the fence during decision-making leads to missed opportunities. Down to the wire. Having a result that is not known until the end. The negotiations went down to the wire before an agreement was finally reached. The scientists' groundbreaking research came down to the wire before submission. In the black. Operating at a profit or being out of debt. Universities with sufficient funding operate efficiently, while staying in the black. After restructuring its operations, the firm is now in the black and expanding quickly. Red tape. Excessive bureaucracy or formalities. The project's delay was primarily caused by red tape in the funding approval process. By cutting red tape, the government can create a more business-friendly environment. In full swing. Happening at the highest level of activity. After months of preparation, the festival is now in full swing, attracting large crowds. The construction of the new building is in full swing, promising to be completed soon. Raining cats and dogs. Used to describe particularly heavy rain. The football match was postponed because it was raining cats and dogs all afternoon. It had been raining cats and dogs for hours, causing severe flooding in low-lying areas. Busy as a bee. Someone who is very active or industrious. The librarian was as busy as a bee, organizing hundreds of books for the new semester. He was as busy as a bee, managing several projects and attending consecutive meetings. Throw in the towel. Give up in the face of defeat or lacking hope. She refused to throw in the towel, despite facing constant criticism from her peers. Instead of throwing in the towel, he worked harder and eventually achieved success. Out of the loop. Not informed or up to date with current events. Remote workers sometimes feel out of the loop when communication is ineffective. Being on vacation left him out of the loop regarding recent company policy changes. Cost a fortune. A very large amount of money or property. It would cost a fortune to implement these advanced technologies in every classroom. Renovating the museum cost a fortune, but it attracted many more visitors afterward. Take a load off. To take a break from stress or physical activity. When stressed, it's best to take a load off and engage in some self-care activities. After carrying heavy groceries, he sat down to take a load off and catch his breath. On top of the world. Feeling very happy or successful. He was on top of the world after receiving a scholarship to his dream university. Graduating with honors made her feel on top of the world after years of hard work. At your wit's end. To be frustrated, not knowing what to do next. After endless technical issues, the engineer was at his wit's end trying to fix them. Parents often feel at their wit's end when their children refuse to listen repeatedly. Heart of gold. To be very kind, generous, and caring. The generous donor, known for his heart of gold, supported many charitable causes. His heart of gold was evident when he adopted several stray animals from the shelter. In seventh heaven. In a state of complete happiness. The couple felt in seventh heaven on their honeymoon, at a breathtaking island resort. Winning the international scholarship placed him in seventh heaven with immense joy. Learn the ropes. Learning how a particular job or task is done. He struggled initially but eventually learned the ropes of driving safely in city traffic. It took him months to learn the ropes of managing a large-scale business efficiently. Pass with flying colors. To succeed or achieve something very well. His exceptional presentation skills helped him pass the job interview with flying colors. Her thorough research allowed her to pass the academic assessment with flying colors. Learn by heart. To memorize something completely. Memorizing historical dates by heart can improve students' academic performance. Students must learn complex mathematical formulas by heart for the advanced exam. Learn the hard way. To learn a lesson from your mistakes. Ignoring safety precautions, he learned the hard way after experiencing an accident. She learned the hard way that financial mismanagement causes severe consequences. In the same boat. To be in the same difficult situation as others. During the economic crisis, citizens found themselves in the same boat financially. Communities in rural areas are often in the same boat regarding access to healthcare. A dime a dozen. Something is common and almost worthless. With so many smartphone models available, good quality ones are a dime a dozen. Online job opportunities are a dime a dozen, but few offer proper work-life balance. Once in a lifetime. A very rare or unique opportunity. This rare opportunity to study abroad is a once-in-a-lifetime chance for many students. The concert was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, featuring the best musicians in history. The early bird catches the worm. Being early or prompt gives you an advantage. Successful investors know that the early bird catches the worm when analyzing stocks. The early bird catches the worm when it comes to applying for competitive scholarships. Turn over a new leaf. To make a fresh start by changing behavior. After the setback, he decided to turn over a new leaf and adopt healthier practices. After realizing mistakes, leaders must turn over a new leaf for better decision-making. Go with the flow. To do or accept what other people are doing. Businesses that go with the flow of technological advancement remain competitive. In negotiations, going with the flow can lead to peaceful resolutions and agreements. Hit the reset button. To start something over again. It's crucial to hit the reset button in the educational system to meet modern needs. After a setback, organizations often hit the reset button to re-evaluate their strategy. Turn the tables. To reverse a situation and gain the upper hand. Competitors are eager to turn the tables on industry leaders with new technologies. After a period of decline, the company turned the tables and regained market share. Roll with the punches. To adapt to difficulties or challenges. Academic researchers roll with the punches when faced with unforeseen obstacles. During an economic crisis, businesses must roll with the punches and find solutions. Let the cat out of the bag. Accidentally reveal the secret information. The research team accidentally let the cat out of the bag about the upcoming study. During the meeting, John accidentally let the cat out of the bag about the new policy. Get out of hand. To lose control over a situation. The situation began to get out of hand when the arguments escalated beyond control. The situation began to get out of hand after the controversial announcement was made. Kill two birds with one stone. To accomplish two things at once. Completing my work while commuting allowed me to kill two birds with one stone. By attending the seminar, I killed 2 birds with 1 stone, networking and learning. Cut to the chase. To get to the point without wasting time. The politician quickly cut to the chase during the debate and discussed key issues. In academic discussions, cutting to the chase can help save time and avoid confusion. Jump on the bandwagon. Join an activity that has become very popular. People often jump on the bandwagon when a new technology becomes popular. She decided to jump on the bandwagon and invest in the emerging market trend. Under the weather. Someone is feeling slightly ill, sick, or unwell. Although she was under the weather, she still managed to complete her assignments. If you're feeling under the weather, it's better to stay home and avoid spreading germs. In the nick of time. Just in time, at the last possible moment. She managed to submit the application in the nick of time, avoiding disqualification. He handed in his proposal in the nick of time, impressing the evaluation committee. The ball is in your court. It's your turn to make a decision. After completing the analysis, the ball is in your court to interpret the data effectively. After years of negotiation, the ball is now in the government's court to finalize the deal. Get the ball rolling. To begin or initiate something. The new marketing strategy got the ball rolling for increased customer engagement. The proposal was approved, and now we can get the ball rolling with implementation. Take it with a grain of salt. To not take something too seriously. The media often presents biased information, so it's crucial to take it with a grain of salt. Always take news from social media with a grain of salt, as misinformation spreads easily. Up in the air. It has not yet been completely settled. With so many uncertainties, the outcome of the negotiations is still up in the air. The company's expansion plans are up in the air due to current financial challenges. Costs an arm and a leg. Something is very expensive or overpriced. High-quality education in private institutions often costs an arm and a leg for students. Renovating an old house often costs an arm and a leg, making it unaffordable for some. hit the roof. To become very angry and start shouting. When the project failed, the manager hit the roof and demanded immediate action. The government hit the roof over the news of rising unemployment rates nationwide. Take a rain check. Decline an offer but suggest doing it later. Since I'm not feeling well, I'll take a rain check on attending the conference today. Due to the ongoing issues, the company decided to take a rain check on expansion. Get cold feet. To be nervous or uncertain about something. The students started to get cold feet when they realized how difficult the exam was. Before signing the contract, she got cold feet and decided to review the terms again. Spill the beans. To let secret information become known. She spilled the beans about the company's plans to expand into international markets. It's important not to spill the beans in a situation that requires confidentiality and trust. Cut corners. To do something in a quicker or easier way. The company cut corners to meet deadlines, but it affected its long-term reputation. The firm was accused of cutting corners in its manufacturing process to increase profits. The best of both worlds. Enjoy the benefits of two different situations. This job offers the best of both worlds, with excellent pay and a balanced schedule. Combining exercise and mindfulness provides the best of both worlds for mental health. Play it by ear. To do something without special preparation. During the meeting, we decided to play it by ear, responding to issues as they arose. During the presentation, I had to play it by ear, adjusting based on audience feedback. Jump to conclusions. To make a decision without all the facts. It is easy to jump to conclusions when emotions cloud our judgment during debates. We must not jump to conclusions based on limited information from the initial report. Take a shot in the dark. A judgment based on little or no evidence. Without detailed research, proposing such a theory would be taking a shot in the dark. Sometimes, companies have to take a shot in the dark and innovate without clear data. Make a killing. To earn or have great financial success. By entering the new market, the firm expects to make a killing with minimal competition. Entrepreneurs often make a killing when their business addresses an urgent market need. Off the beaten path. An area where not many people live or go. Choosing research topics that are off the beaten path can lead to unique discoveries. Researchers often find trailblazing theories by venturing off the beaten path in science. The lion's share. The largest part or portion. A country's development often depends on securing the lion's share of global resources. The lion's share of responsibility for climate change mitigation lies with industrial nations. Go to the dogs. To deteriorate or decline in quality. Without proper management, the project could go to the dogs due to poor planning. Due to financial mismanagement, the organization's reputation started to go to the dogs. Penny for your thoughts. A way of asking what someone is thinking. When she was silent, I offered a penny for her thoughts, to understand her perspective. After the presentation, the manager asked, "Penny for your thoughts on the new policy." A fish out of water. To feel uncomfortable in a particular situation. When she entered the unfamiliar field, she immediately felt like a fish out of water. The inexperienced team felt like fish out of water when handling such complex projects. On cloud nine. To be extremely happy and excited. After months of hard work, the team was on cloud nine when the project succeeded. The students were on cloud nine after completing their final exams with great success. Make waves. To cause a disturbance or create attention. By challenging traditional norms, the artist made waves in the art world with her work. The politician's speech made waves, influencing both supporters and opponents equally. Under your belt. To have already achieved or done something. Having a prestigious degree under your belt can open many career opportunities. With a diverse set of skills under your belt, you'll stand out in a competitive industry. Burn the midnight oil. To stay awake late at night to work or study. To meet the deadline, the team was required to burn the midnight oil during the week. Many professionals burn the midnight oil to stay ahead of the competition in their field. Take it easy. To relax and avoid hard work or strain. You should take it easy during the recovery phase, allowing your body to heal properly. If things get too overwhelming, remember to take it easy and prioritize your well-being. Against all odds. Despite very low chances of success. Against all odds, the small startup grew into a highly successful international business. The discovery was made against all odds, after years of research and failed experiments. Water under the bridge. Past issues that are no longer relevant. What happened last year is water under the bridge, so let's move forward together. After years of tension, their past conflicts became water under the bridge, forgotten. Hit the jackpot. To have a big success or win a large amount. They hit the jackpot with their new invention, which revolutionized the industry. He hit the jackpot by investing early in that tech company, earning massive returns. Leave no stone unturned. Try everything possible to achieve something. She left no stone unturned, researching every detail to improve her academic paper. The lawyer left no stone unturned, investigating every piece of evidence for the case. Take it with a grain of salt. Not completely believe that you are told. Take everything you read online with a grain of salt, as not all sources are credible. I took her comments with a grain of salt, knowing she often exaggerates the truth. Keep your chin up. To remain optimistic during difficult times. Even though things are tough, you need to keep your chin up and remain optimistic. Keep your chin up despite the challenges, and success will eventually come your way. Under the radar. To go unnoticed or avoid attention. The startup operated under the radar until it unexpectedly gained massive popularity. The project flew under the radar, quietly achieving its goals without fanfare or praise. Cut someone some slack. To go easy on someone or be lenient. The manager decided to cut him some slack, understanding the challenges he faced. She asked the professor to cut her some slack after missing the assignment deadline. In a nutshell. To summarize something in a concise way. In a nutshell, the project was a failure due to poor planning and mismanagement. In a nutshell, the presentation emphasized the need for more research in the field of AI. Break the ice. To start a conversation in a relaxed way. The casual conversation helped break the ice and set the tone for the formal meeting. The team-building activity helped break the ice, allowing new members to bond quickly. In hot water. To be in trouble or a difficult situation. The company is in hot water after failing to comply with environmental regulations. After missing the deadline, the student found himself in hot water with his professor. Keep an eye on. Watch a situation closely to see what happens. Keep an eye on the project's budget to prevent overspending and unexpected costs. It's essential to keep an eye on political changes in order to anticipate shifts in policy. Get out of hand. To become unmanageable or chaotic. Things got out of hand when the discussion turned into personal attacks and insults. The negotiations got out of hand, with both sides refusing to compromise on terms. Hang in there. To stay persistent despite difficulties. During tough times, it's important to hang in there and keep working towards success. Even though the project has been challenging, the team is determined to hang in there. Apple of one's eye. Someone's favorite or most cherished person. She was the apple of her parents' eye, always supported and encouraged by them. The company's reputation was the apple of its CEO's eye, and he guarded it carefully. Missed the boat. Failed to take advantage of an opportunity. He missed the boat on the stock investment, watching its value skyrocket afterward. After waiting too long to apply, she missed the boat for the scholarship opportunity. Lose your touch. To lose the ability or skill you once had. A break from the sport caused him to lose his touch and struggle to regain his form. Once you lose your touch with the intricacies of a subject, it can be difficult to return. Full of beans. To have a lot of energy and enthusiasm. She's always full of beans, making every event more enjoyable with her lively attitude. The young entrepreneur was full of beans, determined to make her business a success. Penny pinching. Being very reluctant to spend money. Although penny pinching is effective for short-term savings, it can backfire in the long run. Penny pinching habits are not sustainable for businesses seeking to expand and innovate. Rake in the dough. It means that making lots of money is easy. The celebrity endorsements allowed the brand to rake in the dough from massive sales. The newly launched online course allows creators to rake in the dough by teaching skills. Live paycheck to paycheck. Being unable to meet financial obligations. Many individuals in low-income jobs live paycheck to paycheck, struggling to save. Living paycheck to paycheck can result in high levels of stress and economic instability. Climb the corporate ladder. To progress in one's career within a company. Networking is essential if you want to climb the corporate ladder in large companies. It's possible to climb the corporate ladder by taking on challenging projects and roles. Out of the woods. No longer in danger or trouble. After months of uncertainty, the patient is now out of the woods and recovering well. The team is not out of the woods yet, as the final phase remains the most challenging. Behind the scenes. Working or happening out of public view. Much of the work required for the event was done behind the scenes by volunteers. Successful events often require meticulous planning and coordination behind the scenes. Get down to business. To start focusing on the main task or issue. The meeting was delayed, but we quickly got down to business once everyone arrived. After casual conversation, they finally got down to business and tackled the main issues. Bite your tongue. Make a desperate effort to avoid saying something. It's often best to bite your tongue in sensitive situations, to avoid unnecessary conflicts. It's important to bite your tongue, and avoid speaking impulsively in professional settings. Take a back seat. Take or be given a less important position or role. As an experienced professional, he often took a back seat, guiding junior colleagues. In large projects, it's essential for leaders to take a back seat and empower their teams. Beat around the bush. To avoid saying something directly. Politicians often beat around the bush to avoid answering difficult questions directly. When negotiating, it's crucial not to beat around the bush and get straight to the point. Stick to your guns. Stand by your position even though it is difficult. Accepting that the project failed was a bitter pill to swallow for the ambitious team. Realizing that the project would be delayed was a bitter pill to swallow for everyone. A bitter pill to swallow. An unpleasant situation that must be accepted. Realizing that the project would be delayed was a bitter pill to swallow for everyone. The cancellation of the event was a bitter pill to swallow for the dedicated volunteers. Go up in smoke. To fail or come to nothing. The investor's fortune went up in smoke when the startup failed to launch successfully. The business plans went up in smoke when the major client pulled out at the last minute. Rise to the occasion. To perform well in a challenging situation. She had to rise to the occasion and lead the project to success under tight deadlines. He always rises to the occasion, meeting challenges with determination and creativity. A stroke of luck. Something good that happens to you by chance. A stroke of luck helped them find the missing research data just before the deadline. The team's victory was a stroke of luck, as their rivals underperformed unexpectedly. Back on your feet. To recover after illness or financial trouble. With strong determination, he got back on his feet and rebuilt his personal finances. The rapid recovery of the economy helped businesses get back on their feet in no time.